Can a team full of Connors win a Stanley Cup in NHL 24? That is right. I have constructed a full team of players who have Connor in their names, and we're going to simulate 5 full seasons to see if they can go on and win a Stanley Cup in NHL 24. So without further ado, no more chatting, no more talking. Let's go ahead, take a look at the roster, and take a look at the Connors. Now, taking a look at our squad, we're actually pretty loaded. We got Kyle Connor, Connor McDavid, and Connor Garland on that first line, a 91, 99, and 82. Also, Connor Sheary alongside Mr. Bedsy and Connor McMichael. Our third line takes a little bit of a hit with Logan O'Connor, Drew O'Connor, and Connor DeWar. And I'm just going to be saying Connor way too much throughout this entire video. And then finally, in the fourth line, we got Connor Geeky, Connor Zary, and Connor Brown. Now, defensively, we got Connor Mackey and Connor Clifton. We also have Connor Murphy with Connor Carrick, and then we have Connor Corcoran alongside Connor Timmins, and in goal, we're actually pretty well built with Connor Hellebuck and then Connor Ingram as our backup. So honestly, I think this is a playoff team. I have no idea if we will go on and win a Stanley Cup, but I'm hoping that we can get the job done here in NHL 24. Now, at the end of the first season, we will have a very good regular season, 49, 24, and 9, 107 points. The best team in our division and the third best team in the entire NHL, only behind the Colorado Avalanche, who we know have a great team, and of course, the Tampa Bay Lightning, who simulate insanely well in this game. Connor McDavid will lead our team in scoring, 41 goals, 97 points. Kyle Connor had 78, also 29 goals. Bedard, as a rookie, 38 goals, 71 points. Garland had 70, McMichael 51, Sheary had 48, and Logan O'Connor 46. And if we take a look at Hellebuck, I mean, he rocked a .917 save percentage, had 5 shutouts, and 39 wins on the season. Finally, a goalie simulates very well for my team. Mitchell Marner will lead the entire league in scoring with 104 points, followed by Rantanen, who had 98, Matthews 97, Connor McDavid was up there, as well as Kaprizov and Pasternak. And now on the goal side, Austin Matthews will lead with 58, followed by Pastu at 56, a big drop off to 47. And then Connor Bedard as an 18-year-old, 46. This is the Chicago one, not the Connor Bedard that's actually on our team. That would be a little bit differently. If we take a look at goalies, Hellebuck will have the most wins, but that is the Winnipeg Hellebuck, not our Hellebuck. I know, very confusing, but if we take a look at the shutouts, it will go to Alexander Georgiev, who had 7 on the season. Now, in the first round of the postseason, we are going to be facing the Minnesota Wild, and unfortunately, we would end up losing to the Minnesota Wild in Game 7 overtime, losing 3-2. That's an absolute heartbreaker. And the team that we lost to in the first round in Minnesota would go on and take home the Stanley Cup, beating the Rangers in 7 games in the finals. Now, we didn't really have much of a playoff run, but McDavid did have 3 goals and 5 points in the postseason in 7 games. Sheary had 5, McMichael 5, and Logan O'Connor 5. What did Connor Hellebuck do here? 3-3-1, and he rocked an .891 save percentage. He literally played like Hellebuck did in real life in the first round this season. Mitch Marner will take home the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, and Hart Trophy. Matthews, the Maurice Richard. The Norris will go to Adam Fox. Kaprizov, the Conn Smythe. Linus Ullmark, the Vezina, and the Selke will go to Le Connor McDavid of the team full of Connors, as we now head into season number 2 after a pretty disappointing season number 1, if I'm being honest. I mean, I thought we would do a little bit better. We did win, 49 games? But we did not even make it out of round number 1. I would also like to mention that I am recording this while I am like 12, 13, 14 drinks deep after the Oilers-Panthers watch party, so I am loaded drunk doing a simulation video on a team full of Connors. Shout out to the chat. I got them here with me. I'm also getting donations, so I have to keep downing drinks during or between the cuts here in the video, which is crazy. But hopefully we can at least win 1 Stanley Cup throughout the simulation. If not, I will honestly be a little bit disappointed. So now at the end of season number 2, somehow we have completely fallen off a cliff. Dead last in our division, 32, 43, and 7. Only 71 points. I don't know how we went from what was it, like 47 wins to now 32. The Edmonton Oilers were the best team in our division, and for the entire NHL, it was the Tampa Bay Lightning who won 55. Connor McDavid, despite making history tonight in real life, he's only going to put up 27 goals and 67 points. Connor Bedard had 31 goals goals, 57 points, but was a minus 33. Are you kidding me? Logan O'Connor had 48, Connor Garland 46, Kyle Connor 45, and Dewar had 41. And for Connor Hellebuck, only a 906 save percentage, 27 wins, only 2 shutouts. He wasn't really the greatest this season, in all honesty. Nikita Kucherov will lead the NHL in scoring, 104 points. Jason Robertson had 102. Connor McDavid was up there. I believe McDavid passed Gretzky for the most assists in a single postseason run, which is absolute bonkers. Stammer had 94. Draisaitl was up there. Matthews had a pretty decent season, and he will lead in goals with 57. Rantanen 49. Kaprizov had 40. Pasternak 39. And Tyler Seguin having a monster season at 32, 39 goals, 93 points for Tyler Seguin. Andrei Vasilevsky will lead the league in wins with 47, and for the shutouts, it will go to, again, Alexander Georgiev dominating the sim. 9 shutouts and a 915 save percentage. Where was this play in the first and second rounds of the postseason in real life, in all honesty? I don't understand how he simulates so well at only an 86 overall. Now, of course, we did not even make the postseason, so we're just going to simulate along and see who ends up taking home the Stanley Cup at the end of season number 2. Now, in the Stanley Cup Finals, the Red Wings would dominate the Oilers in 5 games to finally capture their first Stanley Cup since 2008 when they played the Pittsburgh Penguins. I remember those back-to-back finals. Marian Hossa, you are a traitor. Now, in the playoffs, Lucas Raymond will tie JT Compher for the most points at 21. Raymond also had 8 goals. Victor Hedman had 19. McDavid was up there, only played 19 games, though. Robbie Fabry, 18. Patrick Kane was good. Bouchard and Anthony Duclair. And for goalies, Ville Husso, 922 save percentage and had 3 shutouts in the postseason, so he really locked it down for Detroit here in the sim. Kucherov is going to end up winning the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, and Hart Trophy. Matthews again, the Maurice Richard. The Norris will go to Cale Makar. Lucas Raymond, the Conn Smythe. There's no way. Bassey will win the Vezina, and the Selke will go to Sasha Barkov of the Florida Panthers. Now, at the end of year number 3, we are somehow going to have a bit of a comeback season. 40 wins, 30 losses, 12 in overtime for 92 points. The Vancouver Canucks were the best team in our division, winning 49 games, and the Colorado Avalanche for the entire NHL, 54 wins on the season, also 112 points. They were a dynamo this year. Connor McDavid will lead our team, 41 goals, 95 points. Kyle Connor had 82, also 30 goals. Bedard, 40 goals season by Bedsy. Garland had 59, Sheary 51, and Logan O'Connor 49. And for Hellebuck, 31, 25, and 8, 5 shutouts. And he also had a 910 save percentage. Connor McDavid will lead the league in scoring with 108 points. Not our McDavid, but the Oilers McDavid. Stammer had 104, Kucherov 102, Draisaitl 101, and Matthews 95. Again, Matthews leading in goals. This guy simulates insanely well. 62 on the season, past that 52, Kaprizov 48, and Connor McDavid, 46. Now, if we take a look at the goalies, UC Saros will have the most wins at 43. And for shutouts, it will have to go to John Gibson and Ilya Sorokin, tying at 7 apiece. Now, in the first round, we are going to be playing the Vegas LTIR cheater, so Mark Stone probably will be ready for game number 1. We know that for a fact, Gary Bettman. But hopefully, we can have a very long postseason run and maybe make the Stanley Cup Finals, at least, please. And again, the team of Connors are first-round exits to the Vegas Golden Knights in 6 games. They dominated us, dude. 5-0 L when our season is on the line. That is just straight up disrespectful. And the Boston Bruins would go on and win the Stanley Cup, beating Vancouver in Game 7 of the Finals. A literal, exactly the way it went down in 2011. Game 7 loss for Vancouver over Boston. That's literally hilarious. Again, we did not have really much of a postseason run. McDavid led our team 7 points, 2 goals. Bedard had 6, Connor 6, and Sheary had 5. And Hellebuck, I mean, oh my God, Connor Hellebuck had an 895 save percentage. This dude is the only 93 overall goalie I know that absolutely shits the bed in the postseason. McDavid will take home the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, and Hart Trophy. Matthews again, the Maurice Richard. Adam Fox is going to win the Norris. JVR, the Conn Smythe. James Van Riemsdyk, are you kidding me? UC Saros, the Vezina, and the Selke will go to Connor McDaddy. Now, so far, honestly, not so good. We are 4 years in, I think, or 3 years into the sim, and we've yet to even make it out of the second round. So hopes on winning a Stanley Cup might honestly honestly be out the window at this point. I'm hoping for a long playoff run. I don't know if we'll get that, but I mean, I hope to God we can at least take home one Stanley Cup for all the Connors that are in the NHL right now. Now, at the end of year number 4, the Columbus team Connors are going to barely sneak into the postseason. 43, 33, and 6, 92 points. Vancouver again was the best team in the NHL, or the best team in our division. Tampa Bay was the best in the NHL, damn near winning 60 games. 125 points is absolutely bonkers. Of course, McDavid again leading our team, 34 goals, 95 points. Kyle Connor had 84, Bedard 78, Garland had 52, Sheary was up there, McMichael had 47, and Logan O'Connor 42. And for Connor Hellebuyck, 34, 25, and 6, 4 shutouts, and finally his save percentage is back up to a 916. I can live with this. If Hellebuyck does this year after year, we should be able to get to the postseason and hopefully make a deep playoff run. Again, Austin Matthews will dominate the sim, leading in goals with 69 and points with 118. Kucherov had 113, Marner 112, Stammer 107, and Nylander 106. And on the goal side, other than Matthews, Stammer had 50, a big season by the 34-year-old. Pasternak had 46, Eichel 44, and Mikko Rantanen had 43. Vasi broke the all-time wins record for a single season for a goalie with 51, and for the shutouts, it will also go to Demko, Vasi, and Anderson, all tying at 7 apiece on the year. Now, in the first round of the playoffs, again, we got to play the Minnesota Wild. I'm hoping for at least a playoff series victory. I mean, we have not made it out of the first round yet in this video, and we only have one more year after this season, so the clock is definitely ticking. Finally, we win a playoff series, sweeping the Minnesota Wild, and now in round number 2, we have the Dallas Stars. And unfortunately, the Dallas Stars would end up beating us in 6 games in the second round, as we only have one more season to try to win a Stanley Cup with a team full of Connors. And shout out to the Dallas Stars going on and beating the Hurricanes in 6 games in the finals to take home the Lord Stanley Cup. In the postseason, we did play 10 games. The longest of the video, McDavid had 7 goals, 16 points. Kyle Connor had 14, Bedard had 12, O'Connor 8, and Connor Garland 7. And for Hellebuyck, I mean, he rocked a 914 save percentage, so I can't really get mad at him. He was not really the problem for our loss in the postseason. We probably just came up against a better Dallas Stars team. Austin Matthews will take home all the individual awards. The Norris will go to Cale Makar. Joe Pavelski is going to win the Conn Smythe. Andrei Vasilevsky the Vezina, and the Selke will go to Alexander Barkov. As the team full of Connors now only have one more season left to try to prove the hockey world wrong and go on and win a Stanley Cup. Can they do it? Let's go ahead and find that out right now. Also, if you guys have made it this far in the video, what are you doing? Hit that like and subscribe button. Turn on post notifications so you get notified when I go live or when I post a video. And now it is time to see if we can actually make the playoffs, as we're 8-10-3 to start the season and finally go on and win a goddamn Stanley Cup. And unfortunately, in the 5th and final season, the team of Connors are going to absolutely fold. 33 wins. 43 losses, 6 in overtime, only 72 points, second last in our division, as the Edmonton Oilers won the most games, 46 in our division. And for the entire NHL, it was the Colorado Avalanche winning 53. Connor McDavid will lead our team again, 37 goals, 97 points. Kyle Connor had 88, Garland's only 68. I mean, offensively, we're kind of challenged. Bedard had 64, Dewar 43, Sheary 41. Also defensively, we are pretty bad. Taking a look at our decor, there's not really one average defenseman that we have on our roster, but Hellebuyck, 28, 33, and 6, only a 907 save percentage and 3 shutouts on the year. Austin Matthews yet again is going to lead the NHL in goals with 62 and points with 109. Kucherov had 106, Pettersson 105, and Nylander 99. Mitch Marner and McDavid also had great seasons. And on the goal side, other than Matthews, Kucherov led with 53. Skinner at 44, Mikko Rantanen at 44, and Tage Thompson 43. And if we take a look at the goalies, Vasi will have the most wins at 44, Jake Ottinger at 41, Georgiev 39, and on the shutout side, Sergei Bobrovsky and Andrei Vasilevsky are going to tie with 8 shutouts apiece in the regular season, which is honestly pretty crazy. 8 shutouts is a lot for an 82-game year. And the New Jersey Devils would go on, beat the Dallas Stars in Game 7 of the finals to capture the Stanley Cup. Shout out to Jack Hughes getting his first ring. Jason Robertson led the postseason in scoring. He had 13 goals, 27 points. Hamilton had 26. Hughes, 24. Jesper Bratt had 22. Tyler Seguin was good. Matt Duchene was up there. Austin Matthews will take home the Ted Lindsay, Maurice Richard, Art Ross, and Hart Trophy. Cale Makar is going to win the Norris. Dougie Hamilton, the Conn Smythe. Georgiev, the Vezina, and the Selke will go to Alexander Barkov, as he was the best player or the best defensive player in the entire league this season. And that is going to do it for this video. Unfortunately, we were unable to win a Stanley Cup with the team full of Connors. Honestly, I thought they would get it done. We have great offense and a great goaltender, but unluckily, our defense was just utterly trash. I mean, we could not stop a Ryan Reeves forward coming in, just dangling our defenders like it didn't matter. Connor Hellebuck got hung out to dry a lot over the course of the 5 years. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, all that good jazz. Let me know in the comments below what you would like to see next. I would like to say thank you all for watching, and until next time, don't be silly. Wrap your willy.